If you're the kind of person who just wants a dock leveler that actually works day in and day out, no surprises, no constant adjustments, and a price that makes sense, you're probably wrestling with the same question a lot of small business owners face. Do I spend a little more now for something that will stop breaking, or do I gamble on the cheap option and end up reinstalling next month? That hesitation is real, because a dock that's out of alignment can stall shipments, damage pallets, and cost you time you simply don't have. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In the next few minutes I'll walk through why the Vestil FM 2066 Steel Mechanical Edge dock leveler might be the low-maintenance answer for a lot of warehouses, and also point out the exact situations where it probably isn't worth the space on your dock. First off, let's talk about the everyday reality of a loading dock. Most of us aren't engineers, but we know that trucks come in at varying heights, the floor can develop uneven spots, and the last thing you want is a metal ramp that slides around like a kitchen cutting board. The FM 2066 is built from solid steel, which means the frame won't start bending after a few hundred truck backs. That's not a flashy marketing claim, it's a practical benefit when you're hauling 20,000-pound pallets of raw material day after day. The steel construction also gives it a weight that keeps it planted, so the ramp doesn't bounce when a forklift rolls over it. Installation is where a lot of dock levelers trip up new owners. Some models need a concrete recess cut into the dock floor, which can mean hiring a contractor, shutting down a loading lane, and dealing with permits. The Vestil unit skips that whole headache. Its design lets you bolt it directly onto an existing steel dock without any concrete work. In real terms, that's a weekend project for a handyman with a drill, or even a maintenance tech who can swing a wrench during a shift change. The Norris S feature translates directly into saved labor hours and less downtime for your dock. Now, let's get into the tread plate. The ramp surface isn't a smooth metal sheet, it's a raised pattern that gives a non-slip grip, even when you're moving heavy pallets in rainy weather or when the dock floor gets a bit slick from spilled liquids. In a warehouse where you might have a spill every few days, that extra traction can mean the difference between a smooth roll and a pallet sliding off the ramp, potentially causing damage or injury. Users have reported that the tread feels like a sturdy stair tread, nothing too aggressive, but enough to keep wheels locked in place. All that steel, no concrete recess, and a non-slip tread sounds ideal, but there are a few practical trade-offs you should know before you click Add to Cart. Because the FM 2066 is a mechanical edge-type leveler, it relies on a spring-loaded hinge to lift and lower the ramp. That makes it simpler than powered hydraulic units, but it also means the operator has to manually pull the ramp up or push it down. In a high-throughput dock where a dozen trucks load and unload every hour, that manual effort can add up. If your operation runs 24/7 with tight turnaround times, a powered unit might actually save you more labor than a mechanical one. Another consideration is the 66-inch ramp width. For most standard dock doors, that width is plenty, but if you run oversized trailers or need to accommodate multiple forklifts side by side, you could find yourself constrained. The width is fixed, so you can't simply swap in a wider plate later. It's a good fit if your dock doors are standard, but not if you've customized your bays for larger equipment. Who should buy this leveler? Small to mid-size warehouses that have a single or a few dock doors, a steady but not frantic flow of trucks, and a maintenance crew comfortable with basic bolt-down work. If you're the owner of a regional distribution center that ships pallets of drywall, lumber, or heavy equipment, and you've been using a wooden or makeshift ramp that's starting to show wear, the FM 2066 offers a durable upgrade without the capital expense of a hydraulic system. It's also a solid choice for businesses that operate a mix of trucks, some high, some low, and need a leveler that can handle up to 20,000 pounds without a fuss. Who should skip it? Large fulfillment hubs that process dozens of trucks per shift and rely on rapid loading cycles will probably find the manual operation a bottleneck. Also, if your dock doors are unusually wide or you anticipate needing a ramp that can swivel for multiple doors, you'll need a more versatile system. Finally, anyone who expects a plug-and-play setup with no installation effort should look elsewhere, because even though the Norris S claim removes one big step, you still have to bolt the unit to the dock and align the hinge. Let's talk value beyond the headline specs. The biggest